Today we'll learn how to save our password inside a database in an encrypted format by using MD5 in ASP.NET. So let's see how to do it. So now I will create my new web form inside this folder. I have just created this folder for not getting confused because lots of web form are created over here. So I will just create my new web form over here, new web form, and I will give it as a name as save. And I'm now creating web form for saving our data. So I will give your name as a save enc. Okay, and now create a new table, and I will give here as a username, capital username, and here character 50. And here I will keep this primary key as it is because we will use it for restrict user for restrict same user to register inside a database. And now I will give this password here also varchar 50, and that's done. Here not null, don't allow null. And now I will update the database and just wait. I will now give your name as a pass enc, and I will update the database. Click on update the database. It will directly save it inside our database, and you need to just refresh our table or database. That table will be created inside our database. That's it. Now I will create table inside this div tag. I will just insert a table, and rows has 3 rows and 2 columns, and that's fine. You take this as it is, and okay. And I will align this thing in right side and this side in left side. And now I will take 2 label. We'll take this label only. Actually we will take 3 labels. And now I will give this label name as nothing. You just need to keep it as blank, and here we have to change the label ID as LBL MSG. That's it. And here I will take 2 text box, one for username and one for password. Text box. And just you copy this thing and paste it over here. And here a new button. I will give this button name as save, and ID as save B, and these 2 text box as username txt, and password as password txt. And now this will increase the size. That's it. Now it's done. Remember that we are giving this unique ID for not getting confused that this text box is for username and this text box is for password. So if you will do it, that you won't get confused while writing the code, for reducing your time efforts, and we are using that unique ID. Now we will write the code behind of this thing. We will take a new namespace. For encryption we will take new namespace as using system.security.cryptography. That's done. This is for encryption of text using system.text. UTF-8 is also used in MD5 encryption. The technology is used. So now we will just write a code, our code, encryption code. Before that we will write here namespace or SQL using system.data.sql client using system.data not using system.configuration for connection string, that is using system.configuration. This will enable us to use a connection string name. Connection string has a name inside of our code. So let's do it. SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command SQL connection on is equal to new SQL connection. Okay, so now we'll write our encryption code. For that encryption code, we'll use a static string. We will give this string name as encrypt. Now we will give here as a string value. For just remembering, we will write here as the for encryption of text or encryption of text. This code we are writing for encryption of text. This string code, static string method. Now we'll use write using MD5 crypto service provider. MD5 is equal to new MD5 cryptographic provider. We will close the thing. Now we will create this side here. We will write a code for encryption of text. I have done one mistake over here. I have not closed this thing. That's why it will not allow me to input. UTF-8 encoding. UTF-8 is equal to new UTF-8 encoding. And now write byte data is equal to d5 dot compute hash inside here we will write UTF-8 dot get byte values, get bytes. Inside here we will write value, and we will close this thing. Now we will return convert dot to base 64 string. Inside here we will write data. Now we will close this thing and then done. See this whole code is used for encryption of text. Now we can use this encrypt string for converting all text box text or anything text inside an MD5 encryption using an MD5 encryption method, and then encrypt it, and then we can trace it anywhere. So now we will use this encryption method for encrypting our password and saving the encrypted password inside a database. So let's do it. So now I will write a page load code on dot connection string is equal to configuration manager dot connection string. Here we will write a connection string name str1, and now we write a connection string. Now we'll close it, and that's done. Our connection string is written over here inside our page load code. On dot open, and now we'll write button save code. Just save it. Now we'll write a button save code. Save code. We'll use a try catch. We'll use a code snippet for try catch. I will write try, and I will enter, and then I will click tab. So it will just create my code snippet. We'll now write a try. Inside a try, we'll write a saving of a database code. SQL command cmd is equal to new SQL command. insert into. Now we will write our table name, what you are written over here. I will just pin it over here so that we won't get confused while writing our code. Now we'll write our table's name, pass enc, and we'll now just write over here addition operator. And now we'll create now right inside here our username and password. I'm using here parameterized constructor so that while saving a data, it will be a safe method for saving our data inside a database. It may be avoid SQL injection attack, so I'm just using this parameterized constructor. Username and comma password, values @username, password, and now I will just close it. Now I will write con. I will close this thing. Now I will save this thing. And now I will write parameters, values, insert a value inside a parameter. I will write a code for inserting value inside a parameter. Now we will write a cmd dot parameters dot add value, add with value, and here we will give this parameters value, username, okay. Now I will write a username text box dot text, and I will close this thing, and I will just copy this thing and paste this thing over here. Then I will write password. I'll just change it as a password and just save it. Now our save code is done, almost done. Now I will write cmd dot execute non-query. Now I will null this thing and this, and label message dot text, dot text is equal to new account is created. New account is created with password. I will close this thing. Now I will write a code for SQL exception. ex. I will write here erase this thing and write here if. Now I will use a code snippet for if else. I will write if and enter and press tab, and then else also. See, enter tab. Okay, that's done. We will write our code over here. If ex, that is exception, SQL exception dot number is equal to 2625. Now we will write here code. Now we will write our code 2627 is our number. This number is for this exception number is for not saving a duplicate. For it is just for primary key. That means you cannot save same text inside the database in that column. It restricts that same name, same text for saving inside the SQL database. Now we will give the label message, that is an exception message. Label, LBL message dot text is equal to an error. Now we will write over here dot message. No, here not we have to write it. Here we will just for a while I will just copy this thing for this and paste it over here. That is just for this thing, and here we will write a LBL message dot text is equal to username already exists. Already exist. Now we close this thing. Here it will come double equals to, and that's done. Now it's created. Now we'll save this thing, and now we will write a code inside this text box. We'll create a text change property over here, method over here, and we'll write code password text dot text is equal to encrypt. That is we have created a string. We will use this string over here, and we will use this string to convert this text inside encrypted text and convert this password in form of encrypted form. Now I will write over here our text box name, that is password text dot text, and we will close this thing and save it. And now just for showing you how the encryption works, I will just comment this thing, whole thing out, that is this SQL connection for whatever it is. I will comment this thing, and I will comment this thing also. I will comment this thing, sorry, this not will also comment, this will keep it as it is, and this will comment this thing. Afterward we will remove the comment. In just commenting was showing you guys how it is encrypted, how it will be displayed, how the text will be displayed inside our text box of password. So we'll comment till here. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. We will comment till over here, and now that's done. Now let's see how it will be displayed inside our data. Sorry, inside our text box, that encrypted text. As soon as we will click enter, it will be encrypted. Text will be encrypted. So now we will write anything, ABC, enter. See this text will be encrypted, as I said earlier. This text will be encrypted. Now I will write anything and click save. This will be encrypted. So this is how it works. This will save our encrypted text inside our database. Now we will save our encrypted text inside our database. We'll just uncomment all this thing. Just uncomment it. And just uncomment it. Yeah, done. Now we'll run our project. We'll save our database. We'll save our username and encrypted password inside the database. So let's do it. ABC, write ABC, save, a new account is created. Now if we will just try to create any account with the same name, it will give an error. Username already exists. See, this is how it works. Now I will change this property, this text box mode as password mode, so that its text won't be displayed. So let's see now.
What we do here is go back.
ABC1. So the account is created with encrypted password. Now let's see if it is encrypting the password and saving the encrypted password inside our database or not. Let's see if it is saving or not. We'll right click on this and show table data. Click show table data, and see this, it's working perfectly. So this, it's encrypting our password and saving our password with encrypted format. Thanks guys for watching my video. Please like, subscribe to my channel. If you like my video, please like, subscribe, do like, subscribe. And after this video I will make a video for logging in with encrypted password. That is when we will try to log in, that password will be encrypted, and that encrypted MD5 password will be compared with that saved MD5 password, and if that both encrypted password will be matched, then our login will be successful. Else it will give an error message as your password is not matching, or username or password does not exist. This like message will give. So please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Peace.
Thanks for watching my video. Please like, subscribe to my channel and click on bell icon beside subscribe button to get notification as soon as I uploaded any video, and don't forget to comment on my video if any